better brush than this. Can't stand this music. Finding free music is hard. I've heard this song way too many times. This isn't much better, but I don't know any better, so. Dad High. I think one of my children is on YouTube. And I think it's the one that can read and type. I think it's Katie. Hi, Katie. The delay is pretty significant on the YouTube thing, Katie, so you got to be patient. I'm so glad you chatted in my chat. It makes me feel so good. How was your day, Katie? Thank you. Thank you for liking my video. Are you subscribed? Awesome. Thank you so much for subscribing, Katie. So hard to get on the camera just right. You are my #1 fan. Thank you so much, my little darling. Static Synergy on Twitch missed a massive spot. I think I know who that is saying that. I spray painted everything. Francois, welcome back. Good to see you. How's everything? Yep. It's you and Francois there, Katie. Francois was chatting in the stream the other day. Just all right. Not fantastic. It's almost a weekend. I'm running a big 40K tournament this weekend at a local convention. So I'm looking forward to that. I actually get to play in it. Running my meatball list. Thank you, Static Synergy on Twitch. Michelangelo adjacent. I'm doing really well. I'm doing really well. Yep. He's a fan too. Thank you, Katie. I'm glad I've been wanting to paint this dang Greater Unclean one for days, and I couldn't find my Gray Seer, and I found it sitting right next to the chair I sit in. I didn't look very well. Okay, bye, Katie. Love you, Katie. Bye-bye. What, so remind me what army you're playing with, Francois. Bye, Katie. Dark Angels. I think I remember you saying that. Can you post a list? I don't know if I have. Maybe you can do it in Discord. I need to post a link to Discord. I'll be happy to do that. But just a basic rundown. Like, do you have Azrael? Do you have Terminators? Do you have Hellblasters? Is there a bunch of tanks? Alright, Katie, we'll see you on here in a minute. That's okay, Katie. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. You said no Discord. I recall now. That's fine. I respect that position. Yep, Dark Angels are a ton of fun. They're doing really well with their. I've seen a lot. I haven't watched the videos, but I've seen a lot of people remarking how tough those Terminators are. I'm so glad they upped the damage. I have other friends who play Dark Angels, and they're very put out that their special Terminators, their damage on their weapon is only 1 instead of 2. Which I agree, they should have been 2 from the get-go. Man, this guy's fun to paint. I want to do the skulls and the sword. Skeleton Horde. And I wish I could see a picture of your army. I like seeing pictures of armies. Azrael, Apothecary, 3 Inner Circle, Librarian, 10 Stern Guard with Bolters and Heavy Bolters, Deathwing Knights, and Chaplain. I used to just call it Judicar, not Judiciar. I had a friend corrected me on that, so I feel better. 3 Blade Guard, Ballista Dread, Eliminators, Invictus. I'm drawing a blank on what that is. Is that the walker that can infiltrate? And a Gladiator Reaper. That's the chain cannon one. What are you playing against? That is a very diverse list. And also another thing with Dark Angels, I wish the line was better. Because like Magnus, he like sits at the top and he's like King Primarch. And Mortarian's really good and Angron's really good. It's just a shame about the Robuti and the Lion. They should be really good too, and they're not. Got a really good collection there. The Apothecaries are one of the best things the Space Marines have. They're so annoying to play against. Oh, I killed a guy. Yay! Now he's back. And Azrael is annoying to play against. What do you put Azrael with? The Stern Guard, I bet? In our local meta, people always running with Hell Blasters. Necrons with 2 Satan. Oh my gosh. I played Necrons yesterday with my meatball list. Very tough, very formidable. My meatball list isn't designed to win by killing things. It's designed to win by scoring objectives. Hello over on Instagram there, Mr. Yeah Brother. But yeah, Necrons, it's so frustrating that they come back to life so easy and they're so hard to kill. Maybe with the 2 Satans and them going up in points, there won't be just all this other stuff. But in the Necrons I played yesterday, I only killed 1 unit. It was the Death Marks that deep struck in a little too close. And I was able to whack them over a turn or two with Beasts of Nurgle. Beasts of Nurgle. Beasts of Nurgle are really fun to play. Yeah. I bet that's a tough nut to crack. I bet that's a tough nut to crack. Oh, see, I found some pink stuff I missed. Let's go back and do that real fast. Actually, we're going to do his fingernails and toenails. Man, I really don't have any good tips on playing Necrons. I've tried to kill them, and it never works. Between crap dice rolls and good save rolls and coming back to life, you just have to dedicate too much to them for. Like it's a balancing act, swords and plowshares, or scoring and killing, and I feel like when I go to kill stuff, I just get too overwhelmed with not being able to score stuff. Let's try this. Yeah, Big Mike. I talk quiet too. Oh, I have the Big Mike all the way up. Alright, I turned that up a bunch. See how that does. I move a little closer to me too. See what that does. Where's the apothecary go on your list? Did you say that? Azrael and the apothecary and the 3 companions. Okay. And the Judiciary with the Blade Guard. That'll be fun. That'd be way fun. Well, this Magos Purple doesn't want to close. That's a problem I had yesterday. Or the other day. I spilled a whole pot of this Magos Purple. I'm probably going to have to fight Dark Angels tomorrow. Necrons. I could fight Orcs. You ever played against Orcs? They're kind of tough right now to play against. Hello over there on Instagram. Let's do Gilliam in flesh. Hordes and Necrons. Okay, yeah, that Gladiator Reaper is is a very cool tank. All the Space Marine tanks are really cool. I like Vindicators, Predators, Lancers, the big transport tanks. And Dark Angels have access to that -1 to hit aura tank that's really fun. Black Templar, Gilman's Flesh. I don't need Wildwood, Cygor. Okay, good. Yep, much better. Thanks for the feedback on that. I get, I'm just starting out, so I don't get very much feedback. And it's hard to know what's what sometimes. I can turn the monitors on, but then it sounds duplicated and it just gets tough. So easy to miss all these different spots on this guy. Yeah, those Deathwing Knights, that's going to be the backbone of your army. And I think that's going to be your Satan Killers. I bet you know that already, though. If I had to guess. Because not only can they do some damage to that Satan, but they can stand against and take the Satan's hits. Forgot his other foot. You ever go to big tournaments or gosh, Carter and Colin stickers on Twitch? If you make them, Tristan, that'll be fine with me. I put them on there and give them out. I don't know how to make stickers or anything like that. And my friends who plays Dark Angels, the Azrael is king of the army. Oh yeah, yeah. That's a good idea to socialize more for sure. Um, a crack house. It's funny. Um, Azrael is he's such a pain. Giving those extra command points is such a big deal. Spending that command point to make stuff shoot again after a model dies is such a pain. Whoever he's with, giving that 4+ interval is a pain to kill. I mean, not really, but you got to dedicate something to it that you otherwise wouldn't normally have to. To like a basic Space Marine squad or something, you know. Yeah. I hope it's not too loud, but you make a good point. There's a pink bit on his head. Hair in there. A hair. Come on. Oh yeah. Bible Belt, West Coast. Got redeployed or whatever. Changed jobs. I met a guy yesterday who moved to where I live from Maryland, so that's cool. Lots of people moving nowadays. It's crazy. Okay. I know a guy I played golf with. His name was Albert Francois or Arthur Francois. That's how I know Francois. I had to put his name in my phone and ask him how to spell it. Yeah, meth houses. I mean, it's just a matter of cleaning them and doing all the stuff. And if you're capable, then you get to reap all the benefits. Rehabbing houses is fun. I don't like to do it, but I know a lot of people who do, and they make some really good money rehabbing houses. It's Mau Mau. Hello, Mau Mau. Welcome back. Good to see you again. Thank you so much for the high praise. Thank you, Mau Mau. Mayo. I appreciate it. Thank you. Although I always say I'm a paint by numbers guy. These are just contrast paints I'm putting on here. Nothing that special. Nothing that special at all. Contrast paints are they just come automatically thin down really a lot, so it makes it easier to paint in general. And the colors that they've come up with, this is Plague Bearer flesh I'm putting on here. Yeah, Oklahoma. Okay. God, that's crazy. That's a huge difference. I live in Texas, up in the Texas Panhandle area, up by a town called Amarillo. Where do you live, Mau Mau? This guy's called a Greater Unclean One. He's the character Nurgle demon for the Demons faction in Warhammer 40k and Age of Sigmar, I guess. He's just real big and tough to kill. He's hard to wound and hard to. He has good saves. Yeah, I'm asking where Mau Mau lives. He asked me where I live, so I'm asking where Mau Mau lives. The station, the Warhammer station, is my business. Chattanooga, Tennessee. I've been to Tennessee. I've been to Nashville once. I liked it a lot. I don't know anything about Chattanooga, Tennessee. Nothing at all. I spray painted this guy this morning. He was gray plastic. I think a day or two ago I put him together. And I'm making way more progress on him than I thought I would. My sister lives in Oklahoma, Francois. She lives in by Oklahoma City. I'm glad, Mau Mau. Thank you so much. Mau Mau, I don't guess you play 40K or anything. You gotta look into it. Warhammer.com. It's a lot of fun. I'm sure Francois can attest how fun it is. It's fun to hang out with friends and do something besides watch TV and just cook out. You know, we cook out when we play. We cook out. We had a burgers yesterday. Played games. Just did all the stuff. It's too much. The camaraderie is what I'm in it for the most. Meeting people, having fun, killing each other over and over and over, getting better at the game, learning from your mistakes. Figuring out how to get an advantage over people, overcoming adversity. I have a lot of different armies, and I love to play different things and have fun with different things and paint new things. Basically, always growing, always expanding, stuff like that. Hold on just a second. I'm getting a phone call I gotta take. Oh man, this morning my garage door, the spring that lifts the garage door up, it broke last night when my wife was going home from work. She got home and couldn't lift the garage door up. So that was the people going to fix the garage door. Telling me they're going out there. What a pain in the butt that is. Oklahoma. I like Oklahoma. Bunch of fun stuff goes on there and nobody knows about it. Man, stuff really comes together. I rinse my brush off before I attach it to this. How long have I been streaming? 52 minutes? I'll just keep this one going until I can get the green done. I don't know. I want to get this guy done. I'm going to do the green on his body. And I'll get a smaller brush and do his face with the green. I don't know if I'll get to the base today, but I also want to do the weapons. Sort of already done the skulls. I'm going to do Rune Lord Brass as a base. And then do Skull Crusher Brass over the top of that. Hey, Mau or Francois, are y'all looking forward to any video games coming out like Star Wars Outlaws or Space Marine 2? I think there's another one. What's the other one coming out? 50,000 points of Dark Angels? Oh my gosh, Francois, you're an animal. That's absolutely bonkers cool. I love it. 50,000 points of just Dark Angels. Love it. I want to see a picture of that stuff, man. I really do. I bet that is so fun to play. You ever play a big apocalypse game? I did with my hair. We did Heresy Apocalypse games a bunch. I have a whole company of World Leaders. I don't know what the point total is nowadays. It's not 50,000. 50,000. That's a feat. I love that people love this game so much. I've never totaled my point total of stuff I have up. and I don't know if it's that much. It's a shame what they're doing to Death Watch. I wish GW gave them their attention they deserve instead of rolling them into some combined codex. I'm really concerned about that. You know, I know GW's committed to balancing stuff way more than they did before, but there's also so much stuff from before that was amazing that's lackluster now. Like, what do you think about that new Inquisitor Kodiaz model? Have you seen that, Francois? Horus Heresy is way fun. I probably like that game more, but not enough people around here play it. I know over in Lawton, Oklahoma, they do tournaments. I'm subscribed to their YouTube page. Not YouTube, Facebook page. And every now and then I see they'll have an event for a Horus Heresy tournament. I want to go to one of those. It's a pretty decent drive from where I'm at. 36 years, so you've been playing since day one. That's awesome. I only started playing in 2006, I think. Dang, I didn't know I got that spot on there. I had to cover that up. "36 years. That's awesome." I played through Space Marine 1 once. And I played the multiplayer a bunch. But what got me was just, you run around on that character the whole time. And the noise of him clomping around is annoying. Good. Man, if you're not that far into Oklahoma, we ought to get a game in one of these weekends. That'd be fun. I got friends that live in Tulsa, too. I got friends all over Oklahoma. Where I live is, oh, you're good. Oh, good, man. No obligation here. Cody has looks terrible. See, that's what I think, too. I got other people who are like, no, he doesn't look that bad. They put out him and the squat Custodes captain. And now they got the squat what's his name? Lamartis, the jump pack chaplain for Blood Angels. People are like saying they love him, but he's like extra medium to me. He had this real dynamic pose before. Oh, good. Yeah, you're a good dad, sounds like. But yeah, the Cody has his band. The ball gag Lamartes is like what compared to the last one. A friend of mine's like, no, that pose is awful for the old one. I'm like, there's 10 times more detail on this Lamartes than the new one. There's no ball gag. He's got that squat appearance. It's weird. Very strange and very weird. Lawton is a good 6 hours away. Okay. So you're closer to Arkansas than Texas or Kansas. Lawton's not much to speak of. It's a military-based town. And that's that. Good people, though. I got way farther on this guy than I thought I would. Very pleased. Way farther in this amount of time than I thought I would. I'm not going anywhere. See how far I can get without just absolutely wanting to stop. I get bored of painting colors. Like, if I switch colors, I can stick with it. If there's opportunity to do here, I can switch to painting the sword. It not be that big of a deal. Nurgle underarms. I bet are the worst. I run 2 of those feculent normals in my list, and they were so funny because they just shut down so much stuff. It's so weird playing the game that way. I really don't like it because I can't kill anything. I only pick fixed objectives. It feels just so unimaginative to play. And the demons just have like, it's not an auto win button because the stuff still dies, but it's an auto like, I'm going to score a lot of points button, and you can't do anything about it. Because I just deep strike stuff. I take engage and cleanse and deep strike stuff to get engage. Or move it up there like the beasts or these guys, deep strike them in, so like I'm guaranteed to get the points and I'm guaranteed to get all the things. Like I might have a hard time if I can't get on the objectives fast, but I guess I'd pick something besides cleanse, like behind enemy lines. Because usually stuff that gets on the objectives really fast isn't going to be maintaining their deployment zone, like world eaters. Miami, Oklahoma. Miami, Texas isn't far away from here. They call it Miami as opposed to Miami. I'm in a town called Borger. We have the world's largest inland petrochemical refinery. Oh, we're getting there. I can change the music if that's what you're about on video game noises. I don't know any good music to put on here. I have to put free copyright free music on here. But I'd be happy to change it if you got a suggestion for something that's copyright free. Let me see where Miami, Oklahoma's at. North of Tulsa. Wow, that's way up there. That's barely Oklahoma. So I tell you what. Okay, Facebook's fine. If you're able to send a message to that Warhammer station, that'd be good. There are tournaments. There are big tournaments in Kansas City. And that's not far from where you live at all. I've kind of wanted to go to those Kansas City tournaments and see what they're like. Because it's not that big of a... It's not that... 6 hours from me to Tulsa. And so, we drive to San Antonio, Austin, Houston. Big long drives are nothing to me. Nothing. Now I have an excuse to go up to Kansas City and play a big mega apocalypse game on the way. I've never been there, but Kansas City seems like a good town. I had a Corvette that I sold to a guy from there one time. He drove all the way down here with his buddy and bought my car and drove it back. And I kind of wish I'd have kept it, but I didn't want that many insurance payments and car payments. Poison water from the base. I hadn't heard that, but I believe it. Tornadoes. In the town over from where I live, a place called Fritch, has been hit with tornadoes a few times. And they are scary, and people have died. But to me, the fear is a little overblown. But I don't live in your shoes, so I'm not going to judge how you think. because it is scary, no doubt. No doubt about it. I mean, but my town hasn't been hit. That Fridge town has been hit 2 or 3 times, plus had wildfires. Tell you what, those wildfires are scary. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a big deal. I don't live there, and I haven't done anything with the VA. I need to get disability payments or something. That's all I have left to do. His face with the green. Maybe in between the toes. Oh, that hair's pissing me off. Let's see if I need to go back on here with the Gray Seer. Probably so in a couple spots. Yesterday in the game, I played with this guy. He deep struck back in on with the 3-inch on the opponent's objective, which I have no idea why he left it unguarded. Stood there for a round because he had to. Cleansed it, which I don't know how Nurgle can cleanse anything. Which anything that they would touch is the opposite of cleanse. He shot at it with 4 of the Necron Heavy Destroyer things that do 6 damage base. And he failed to wound with 1 of them because he wounds this guy on 3s. So then I proceeded to fail all of my saves. So I had 18 4+ feel no pains to make. That brought him down to 8 wounds. And then the War Walker brought him down to 2 wounds. And then the Warwalker thing, and I'm saying that wrong. I don't remember what the model's called. Doomstalker or something like that. The Doomstalker charged. Spin a command point for tank shock. And he had 2 wounds at this point. Or I can't do 2 things at once. Oh yeah. The music's such a deal. There you go. See how that is. It's EDM. I just typed in free EDM music. Need tweezers. Anyway, what happened next? He had the Greater Unclean One had 2 wounds. Charged with the Doomstalker. Tank shocked. I think he did 2 mortal wounds with the tank shock. I saved one of them. So he was down to 1 wound. And of course the what do you call it? His close combat attacks didn't do anything to this guy. Like, they didn't even wound him. But props to him for trying, right? That tank shock was the way to go. And then I proceeded to just got 3 wounds through with the close combat weapon on this guy, and they do d6 damage apiece. I rolled like a 6, a 5, and a 2. Just enough wounds to kill that thing. It was so awesome. Yeah. Yeah. In Oklahoma, I'm sure it's not a big deal. Driving is not a big deal. Got friends in Tulsa, but I haven't ever visited them. I visited them once, actually. Take that back. And that was getting to be many years ago. Oh my gosh. It doesn't surprise me. In Clovis, which also isn't too far away from me, that was a training center for this to put out airplane fires that landed on the runway. And so they trained the real deal, since they're just using taxpayer money and can do whatever. This foam that they used to train to put out this airplane fires was like hyper toxic, and it ruined this guy's property. So it doesn't put it past the military anywhere to do stuff like that. Yep. No, you're exactly right. Exactly right. Oh, look, I forgot his whole underhand here. Chain file sucks. 6-inch range. The only thing this guy's got for him is durability. And a -1 toughness. Whoop-de-doo. Contractual compensation. I don't know what that means. You have to break it down for me. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure I'm going to hire a lawyer to get anything from them. Because I didn't, I probably had tinnitus when I got out. But I didn't do anything with it. But now my back hurts and my shoulder hurts and my tinnitus is bad. And I don't want to be this decrepit, hunched over person when I'm in my 70s. And I need to make a change as far as exercise goes. I really need to get after it. Instead of being a bum drinking Mountain Dew all day. Man, think about where this guy was at before and now how he's at now. Just a white blob. Now he's this horrifying, nasty. I can't wait to do the pustules on here too. I say that every time I paint one of these guys. The pustules really make that stuff come together. Got just a few things left. Not easy things, but a few things. Hour and a half. Awesome. I have to go to lunch soon. My wife had called me. She's just going to show up with food. Francois, is all your 50,000 points, is all that stuff painted? Like, do you have a massive pile of shame like I do? or what? And there's no judgment, man. My stuff is such in a state of half done, and probably there's some stuff that I've half painted and never gonna get anywhere. I clicked off of Instagram. Hadn't checked Instagram in a minute. I'm streaming to Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. And YouTube has been way more successful than anything else, which I'm fine with. I'm gaining decent amounts of subscribers on YouTube, and I'm very happy for that. I'm not super, oh, I need to get subscribers, I need to get followers, or I want people to pay me. I want to pay models. I want to talk to people about 40K. I got a friend who wants me to play Warcry and AOS and this and that. I'm glad I have the opportunity to sit here and paint stuff that where I've gotten in life allows me to do this in the middle of the day. Worked real hard and it paid off. And this is still kind of work, but I mean, is it really? Is it really? That brass goes on there. It'll change that sword totally. So looking like this brown goofiness. I'll look it up, Francois. Thank you for pointing that out. Compensation care. How can you tell me? Will you send me in a DM how much you get? I'm just curious to know. I mean, because it sounds worth it to me. And I'd rather not be on disability. Because it might be if I got special parking, but nobody's going to look at me and think that I deserve special parking. I want that parking to be for people who deserve it. You know, I might get there one of these days. But if I rolled up in a Corvette, even if I had those plates, even if it said I was 100% disabled, which I'm not, I don't deserve a plate like that. Somebody's going to come shake their fist at me. And they'd probably be right. Get my camera situation better so I'm not having to do this weird slouch thing. I think I'm going to call it quits after getting this sword with the Rune Lord on it. I'm pretty hungry. And I'm way over into my lunchtime. I might come back though, because I want to keep painting. I got Specular Narmal and Plague Drones to do. Not enough time. It's tabletop ready. Tabletop ready is good enough. It's all about, to me, it's all about like sunk cost fallacy, time per, what was that called? Like I spend an hour and a half painting this guy, right? And he looks good. He looks fantastic. But it's not some world-class thing, you know. And somebody else who has actual talent in that amount of time would have painted something way better. And so okay. Yeah, Eldar. Gosh, they're complicated to paint. I've never painted a single Eldar model. I don't know if I want to. Anyway, you know, like this guy, he's a kind of a centerpiece, but like a whole squad of Space Marines, they're detailed enough, and you got so much different things going on, you know. Base coat, weapons, all the different things, this and that. And I forget the word, but if you spend, say you spend 10 hours on a Space Marine squad, it looks okay. Whereas somebody with actual talent spends 10 hours on a deal, and it looks just absolutely fantastic. I feel like there's better uses of my time. Or you just accept what your capability is, and I've done that. And I'm no slouch when it comes to painting, you know, literally. When I'm just my own worst critic and da 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 da. I'm starving and people are texting me wanting my help with something, so I'm going to go do that. Francois, I really appreciate you being on here. Send me that message on the Facebook page, and I'll be looking forward to that. But I have to go, unfortunately. I'm going to leave this running for just a minute with on the end screen. But thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for enjoying. Thank y'all for commenting, liking, and subscribing. Y'all have a great day. And I'm looking forward to this weekend. Francois, I really hope I can follow up with you next week sometime. I might have a friend come over. I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow. Try and stream at 10 in the morning. But I'll be there next week. No, next week I'm taking off. Maybe Monday, but I kind of doubt that too. I'm going to a big convention up in Chicago. So I'm not sitting in a hotel room painting stuff. But yeah, that's that. Y'all, thanks for enjoying. Thanks for hanging out.